Hi guys, welcome to Defending Elvis. So we've already done a couple of videos. One of them was a Charlie Hodge video, which I really enjoyed doing. We also did part one of Donna Presley's question and answer video. I want to come back and do part two. I'll probably do part two tomorrow. I did want to carry on the theme of Donna Presley and her mum, her book. I want to discuss chapter one. I want to introduce the book, discuss chapter one, and then we'll slowly go through the chapters. The book is One Flower While I Live. Obviously, there's an updated version, and you can buy the updated version. So that book to me was a bit of a gift to the fans, to the people that love Elvis, from Donna's mum, Nash. Obviously, Donna's mum has passed. Donna has reminded me many times that there was a very, very heartfelt parting of Nash and Donna, where they were holding hands when she passed, and Donna felt something, almost an electrical feeling between them, where Nash says, you know, it's your turn now, you have to look after the Presleys. Donna is a very proud Presley. Yeah, she isn't just a fan like me who's doing our best to defend the man we love. She's much more than that, because she was there. She lived the life. She has Elvis blood in her veins, you know, Presley blood in her veins. She lived with Elvis, yeah? So she was there, you know, way back. So I'm very proud of Donna. She has taken a stance of defending. She approves of what we do. Karen, her assistant, has been so helpful, helping us to defend Elvis. Defending Elvis isn't easy, but it's worth it, and it needs to happen, and Elvis deserves it. Elvis definitely deserves better. So I wouldn't change a thing. And I know that Donna is very proud to defend. Very proud. She has had some backlash, guys, but she's steadfast and strong like a lion. And of course, she's a Presley. So let's introduce the book, One Flower While I Live. This one, the updated version, obviously has Donna in it as well. And it's a beautiful book, guys. So I've got a little write-up that I pieced together for Facebook and I wanted to do a little introduction, read the Facebook post that I put together this morning with some help. We're honouring Donna Presley, her mum, her parents, her family, Elvis, Minnie May, Aunt Delta, yeah? The Presleys that were around Elvis, yeah? Of course, Vernon, etc. So here goes, guys. This is just an introduction of chapter one, okay? Introduction of chapter one, One Flower While I Live, and the Presley family behind it. Before I read this chapter, obviously I'm not going to read the chapter, I'm going to review it, okay? I want to give everyone a little background about behind the book, the people behind the book, because this isn't written by researchers or outsiders. The book comes directly from Elvis's own family, and it means even more to me personally of what's happened recently. Yeah. Donna Presley is Elvis's first cousin. So this is the problem we've had. The people that don't want Elvis defended, they demand Elvis doesn't need defending. They then go on to trash poor Donna Presley. They try to refute that she is Elvis's family, even though she has Elvis's veins in her blood, Presley veins in her blood. She lived the life. Any excuse to devalue what she is, a true family member, a true blood relative. They use the excuse of her last name being changed. They use the excuse that she had a very, very difficult marriage. It doesn't change the truth. The truth is she is Elvis's first cousin. Would you dismiss your first cousin if they had changed their name or if their partner had a dodgy past? Of course not. It doesn't change that is your first cousin. And so to the people that attack Paul Donna, that discredit her in any way, how could you? If you are a loyal fan of Elvis Presley, if you love Elvis, you would not trash his first cousin, his blood relative, no matter what the last name is. Many Presleys have a different last name. Many blood relatives of Elvis have a different last name. It's just an excuse to discredit her, and it's not right. It's wrong. And shame on the people that trash Paul Donna Presley. She does not deserve it. And I will always defend Donna Presley. So Elvis Presley's first cousin, Donna, so her mother, now we call her Nash, but Reverend. She was a Reverend. She even started her own church. Elvis helped her start the church. Okay, Reverend Nashville Lorraine Presley Pritchett, a woman of deep faith who helped raise Elvis and knew him from the day he was born. Donna grew up closely connected to the Presley household, surrounded by Minnie Mae, Aunt Delta, Gladys, Vernon, and of course Elvis himself. She wasn't a fan looking in, she was family. She lived next door to Elvis. She remembers Elvis playing. I'm on about Nash now, yeah? So Reverend Nashville originally wrote this book back in the 1980s because she wanted the truth about Elvis told by someone who truly knew him. She was tired of the gossip, the lies, and the stories from the people who never met him. Her goal was simple: show the world the real Elvis. And this is what Donna has carried on. The kind, humble, spiritual Southern boy that she helped raise. She was there from the start, guys. Mississippi Tupelo. After her mother passed away, Donna Presley updated and re-released the book so a new generation of fans could finally read it. She added extra memories, preserved her mother's words, and brought the book back to life. So it's just recently been refreshed, relaunched. And now here's something many people might not be aware of. So, this is in case you're new to my channel. Me and Donna have become friends. I'm also friends with her assistant, Karen, her best friend, Karen, her manager. Donna has joined our movement defending Elvis, Team Elvis. Donna is one of us. She has launched her own incredible channel, Donna Presley Official, on YouTube, and she's on Facebook, Donna Presley Official. But Donna's channel has skyrocketed. Millions of views, over nearly 16,000 subscribers in months. It really does show us that the fans, there are many, many Elvis fans that want Elvis defended. Now, Donna was reluctant at first to do defending. She wanted a peaceful life, but Donna has realized she has to stand up for the family she loves, for her first cousin Elvis, no matter what. No matter what backlash Donna gets, she will face it. Now, the majority of people fully support Donna. Love the fact that she is sharing beautiful stories to defend her cousin, show the world the true Elvis. She does it because she loves the Presleys. She loved Elvis. She loved the life she lived. She felt very fortunate to have lived that life. So we're very proud of her. We're proud that she's one of us, Team Elvis, Elvis Defenders. She is an Elvis Defender. The difference is she is family, she is blood, we are fans. Yeah? So please subscribe to her channel, follow her Facebook, Donna Presley Official. Donna is a massive supporter of everything we do at Defending Elvis. She has praised me many times. She's praised Team Elvis many times. She's even sent personal praises in video form as well, and messages. She's messaged me many times, so has Karen. For me, it's really nice to know that I have Donna and Karen to lean on, because obviously we have received a massive amount of backlash. We have been very unfairly treated just because we want to defend Elvis. So having Donna with us has meant the world to me, and still does. Very important to me. So, So when I discuss this book, guys, I'm not just talking about a rare Elvis family memoir. I'm talking about something written by people who loved Elvis and preserved by his cousin and supported today by someone who stands with us on our mission, defending Elvis Presley with a forgiving heart. Now let's learn together chapter 1. Okay, guys? So we put this together. There was a bit of going back and forth, and before I was happy with what we were going to read out. It's not long. It's an introduction to the book. I do encourage people to buy it. I think there is an email address where you can email, and then they will, and you can buy a copy. I'm not sure of it if I've got the email right here. It's something like DonnaPresleyOfficial.com, something like that. But honestly, I don't have it here. I'm just seeing if it will come up. It's a lovely book, guys. Look, there's even a bit. Look at this bit here where Elvis's own writing. Yeah, obviously it's going to be blurry, but it basically says there was a guy that said one time. He said, "You never stood in the man's shoes or saw things through his eyes or stood and watched with the helpless hands while the heart inside you dies. So help your brother along the way, no matter where he starts, for the same God that made you made him too." Signed, EP, Elvis Presley. Beautiful. Beautiful. And there's a reason for the name of this book. There's a special reason why this book was called One Flower While I Live. Okay, guys, let's just read this then. Right. So Donna Presley's mum's book, chapter 1 review, One Flower While I Live, Elvis as I Remember Him. Chapter 1, what it really teaches us about Elvis. So we're discussing chapter 1. I'm not reading it, we're reviewing it. Today I want to share with you a book that's not many fans even knew existed for years. It was called One Flower While I Live, Elvis as I Remember Him, originally written by Reverend Nashville Lorraine Presley Pritchett, Elvis's aunt, and recently updated and revised by her daughter, Donna Presley. This is not a gossip book. This is not a tabloid. This is family telling the story of Elvis from inside the Presley home. This is fly on the wall stuff, guys. Chapter 1 is all about Elvis's roots, his faith, his family, his kindness, and the warm Southern upbringing that shaped the man he became. When you read it, you don't feel like you're reading about a superstar. You feel like you're sitting in the Presley living room hearing stories from someone who actually loved him, someone who was there with him, felt his warmth. Here's what chapter 1 teaches us. Elvis's foundation was faith and family. Elvis was raised in a humble home filled with prayer, singing, discipline, and kindness. His grandmother, Minnie Mae, and his mother, Gladys, were the center of his world and the center of that world. They worked hard, they lived simply, and taught Elvis the values that stayed with him his whole life. I believe that, guys. And this is why I think Elvis really wanted his family, his close family, near him, living with him. The Presleys really mattered to him. Yeah, and of course, even Billy Smith really mattered to him. Yeah. So remember, both the Smiths and the Presleys are very important. Okay. Love, compassion, generosity, faith in God. His musical gift was there from the beginning. So Elvis had this musical ability from the beginning, guys. Even as a baby, Elvis had a sweet, natural voice. As a child, he could hit high notes, low notes effortlessly. He would hum, sing, and harmonize before he even knew the words, what the words meant. Wow, I love that. I'm going to say that bit again. He would hum, sing, harmonize before he even knew what the words meant. I love that. Chapter 1 makes it clear Elvis wasn't manufactured. Elvis was gifted by nature, straight from childhood. A gift from God, guys. A gift from God. Elvis was a gentle, kind, tender boy. The story in chapter 1 tells us how soft-hearted Elvis was. He cared for animals. He shared with others. He didn't like to see anyone hurt. See, this speaks to us, doesn't it, guys? This is the Elvis we know. This is the Elvis we want the world to know, the true Elvis. This is why we're so hurt by the negative trash in these books and tabloids and documentaries and biographies and magazines and news clips. So unfair. We want more of this. He was humble, polite, and grateful. Come on, the most polite human that ever lived. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Elvis treated everyone as equals. He didn't see color. He didn't see age. He didn't see what life you had lived, or he just didn't see poor or rich or working or not working, whatever it was. He just saw the human. He saw the spirit of you, the essence of you. And Elvis treated everyone as his own equal. It never went to his head being wealthy, being successful, being good looking. You get it? He had a sensitive, loving spirit. And I think we got that right to the day he died. We could sense it. Isn't that part of the reason the whole world fell in love with Elvis? Because you just could sense his spirit, his essence, his goodness. Yeah. His family described him as a sweet, innocent, and full of life. Exactly the man many fans always believed him to be. Yeah. The real family stories you won't find in other books. Chapter 1 includes beautiful stories from inside Elvis's childhood. His mother rocking on the porch swing. Oh, I love that. Good old Gladys. Elvis dreaming big, saying he wanted to buy his parents a big house and lots of cars. And he sure did. And a lot more. Don't forget, Elvis wanted to take his life, his parents, his family out of poverty. He was very, very ambitious, really believed there was a better future on its way, heading for him. Singing on the porch with relatives, his grandmother's strength, faith, and wisdom. The family's shock and heartbreak over losing Elvis's twin brother. I mean, could you imagine how Gladys and Vernon and the family, the Presleys, felt, including Nash and all the Presley relatives? It's just so sad. The simple joy Elvis brought into every room he entered. You know, Elvis was a twin, guys. We forget that. You know, I'm a twin. I'm very close to my twin brother. Very. We are proper twins. Yeah. He felt that till the day he died, didn't he? Yeah. That loss, not having his twin brother with him. Of course he did. Yeah. These memories remind us, before the fame, before Hollywood, before Vegas, Elvis was a loving little boy from Tupelo, with a warm heart and a big dream. I love it. It's just so beautiful. The meaning behind the title, One Flower While I Live, came from something Elvis said. He would rather have one flower whilst he was alive than a room full after he died. Tino, please turn it down, or Yasmin. I repeat that. One title. This is the title. This means a lot, guys. One flower while I live. Tino, Yasmin. No, they're not listening to me. Can you turn it down, please? They're not going to do what I say. The title "One Flower While I Live" came from something Elvis said. He would rather have one flower while he was alive than a room full after. Yeah. So sad. So sad. And but beautiful. That simple, humble statement sums up Elvis's character. He missed his mum. Deeply loved her. I don't think Elvis ever got over the loss of his mum. Why the book matters. Chapter 1 teaches us something powerful. Elvis didn't become great by accident. He became who he was because of his upbringing, because of the love, the faith, the hard work, the warmth that filled the Presleys family. You know, Donna does this. She paints a picture of the life she had while, you know, whilst living at Circle G, whilst living at Graceland. Obviously, they were behind. They weren't, you know, living in the house, even though Donna has said sometimes she did live in the house. Sometimes. Elvis called her Little Donny, you know, but she oftenly describes the warmth that she felt from the Presleys, from her close family, you know, Minnie May, Aunt Delta, Vernon, etc. You know, obviously she worked with Vernon eventually after Elvis passed as well in his office. She would do the fan mail. So the point I'm trying to say is we are fans. We think of the music, the legends, Elvis's legacy, the movies. With Donna, she sees all that. She's a massive fan of Elvis. Of course she is. But she also feels Elvis's essence and spirit. The man she lived with, loved, her cousin, her family member, her blood relative. So it goes even deeper. I know that we fans absolutely adore Elvis, don't we? But Donna takes it to another level. Yeah. I think people forget that when they try to insult her and bring up that she's got a different name, had a different name, or had a problematic ex-husband. Yeah. So, you know, we need to respect Donna. I really wish Donna was invited into Gracelands by Elvis Presley Enterprises. And I really wish Donna Presley could connect with Riley, Finley and Harper, because she is their family. I think her Christian beliefs, her religious ways, and her being a good-hearted, lovely, caring, kind person that wants to defend their family, I really feel that she should be embraced and welcomed in. I'm horrified by the fact that she has to pay to get in. On the candlelight vigils, she has to queue up like everyone else. Right, okay, we're coming to the end now, Tino. Sorry, he's getting ants in his pants. Chapter 1 teaches us something very powerful. Elvis didn't become great by accident. He became who he was of his upbringing because of the love, faith, hard work, and warmth that filled the Presley family. Says it all. The chapter isn't about the king of rock and roll. It's about the boy who became the man that fans love. He's a human being just like you and me, guys. Flesh, blood, and bones. If you ever wanted to understand the real Elvis, the private Elvis, chapter 1 is a beautiful reminder of who they truly was in their heart. So, guys, you got to get the book. Let me know if you want me to go through the chapter 2. Well, we are going to go through chapter 2, but obviously I have no time. So just a closing thing I wanted to say. Tino, just a closing thing I wanted to say before I go and sort Tino out. One flower while I live. Elvis, as I remember him. A chapter written straight from the heart. Elvis's own family. A chapter that shows us the real man behind the legend. Isn't this the point of what we do? Defending Elvis, our channel, our movement, Elvis Defenders, Team Elvis. Isn't that the point? Isn't that why people like Donna Presley join us in our movement? Isn't this why Donna Presley stands up with a lion's heart to defend her cousin and the Presleys on behalf of her mother's, Nash's, dying wish to look after the Presleys? Isn't that the point? Isn't that what this is all about? This is why Elvis needs defending and always will do. Yeah? We know that the music, the legend doesn't need defending. But the person, the human being, he sure does. And he deserves to be defended. Even better if it's by family members. But we, the fans, are going to be here forever. So we must always defend the man we love. The man who changed the world, who transformed the world. The man who was full of love. He lived to love. He lived to give. He lived to help. He loved his country. He loved his fellow man. So, where are we? So, yeah, as it says, the chapter reminds us of why we defend Elvis. We are honoured that Donna Presley, Elvis's own first cousin, stands with us. We are. Her support, her friendship, her belief in Team Elvis shows that what we're doing matters. We're not just defending Elvis. We're also protecting the truth, Elvis. Aren't we protecting Elvis's truth? Donna's mother, Reverend Nash Loreen, wrote the book to correct the lies and to show the world who Elvis really was. Isn't that everything? And decades later, Donna is continuing that mission, and we're so proud to stand beside her. We sure are. So thank you for listening, guys. This was just an introduction of chapter 1, chapter 2 to come. And if you want to buy the book, I'll get the email address to you. Okay, guys? So love you all. I hope you enjoyed this. This, to me, is very special. This means everything to me. Karen is a big part of all of this. Donna, we send you love. And I'm honoured that you join us to defend your family, the man we love, Elvis Presley. And of course, we stand up for the bloodline. We stand up for Riley, Finley and Harper as well. We miss Lisa Marie. Take care, everyone. Love you all.